Coach, go ahead.
All right, awesome, beautiful day. Thank the good Lord for that. Great day in helmets. You know, as we kind of getting our legs back under us this week, we'll go in pads tomorrow. Good competition Tuesday. It was a good day of introducing Kentucky to our players from a kicking game standpoint. Worked all 4 units all the way through to O&D and worked some really situational stuff on last plays of the game. We'll continue our fall camp through tonight, and then tomorrow we'll go again in the morning, obviously pads and practice, and then at that point we'll break fall camp with school starting on Wednesday. But it's been a good fall camp. We got to use this week to get ahead on Kentucky, keep our blades sharp, but also start healing up some bangs and bruises. So we had a very physical camp, but pleased with where we're at. Really like this football team. Y'all know that. We've got to continue to improve as we continue to go. So I'll open it up.
Any more takeaways from breaking down the film?
Yeah, I thought Rodemaker was really, really good. John White was really, really good. Ethan was off just a little bit, but man, he's so dynamic in his legs. There were some times where him and John White, I think, would have had really long runs had they been live. I thought defensively we communicated so much better on the back end. I thought our backs looked great. Thought they were dynamic. We got some hitters at linebacker. Some of those newcomer linebackers, Chris Jones, Avery Sledge, continue to progress and come on. Thought our kickoff cover unit was unbelievably good. So it's been a point of emphasis all off season to get back sound there and get kids running. And Coach Meyer's done a great job, and our kids have embraced it. I thought Larry Simmons and Dennis were explosives. Good to get Davis back out there. D-line, solid as usual. Some of them young D-linemen continue to progress. You saw Will James making some plays. He's such a good competitor. I think Quez McNeil's really come on at free safety and coming back from that injury to give us a guy right there competing with Sabatini to start. It's been great to get him back. He's just a baller, man, from Ackerman, Mississippi. And so those are some things, off the top of my head. Thought our defense did a great job forcing field goals in the red zone. I think that's something, obviously. And then I thought our offense looked good on goal line. Did some good things in the high red. I thought it was good back and forth, all day long. I really do. I thought it looked like real football. And so a lot of good, and we just got to keep getting better, right?
To the young guys, is Khalid Moore making a push?
He is making a real big push in special teams, and Khalid can really play at that buck defensive end position. It's just, he's come into a deal where Jaleel Clemens is there, and then you got Tremont Henry and Jameer Lewis. We got a lot of depth right there. All 4 of them will start in different units in the kicking game. All 4 of them can really play, and you'll see more than one of them on the field in a lot of our pass rush packages because they're really, really good. Khalid's a great kid, just a redshirt sophomore. He's going to have a bright, bright future here at Southern Miss. Poplarville.
Do you feel like you found your answer at quarterback?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've probably known what we're going to do for a while, but we want to let these kids compete. The thing is, I think we're really good at that spot. I think we're good. I think we're dynamic. I think we're different. I think all of them bring something different. And I'm not going to announce that today. I'll do it at some point this week when we announce everything. But I think we know, what we need to do to put ourselves in position to win this football game this week. And I feel good about it. I like these guys.
Does it feel like some of those guys in particular who transferred in the winter, went through spring, and now have gone through most of fall camp? Does it feel like those guys have really come along a lot since
I
then?
think so. You look at Larry Simmons. You look at all those wideouts we brought in. I think they've really made strides. Greg Nunnery's made strides. Conte's made strides. Then you get to the summer additions on offense. Your Dante Lucases, your Jezelowskis, your Dennis Jacksons have really made strides. Defensively, getting all those injured secondary guys back has been huge because they can really play. They're really good, and I think we got more depth than we've ever had because of the way we recruited and retained, and that's good because it's a long season, as we know.
Give me a little coach's perspective. Like, you're playing yourself all through this camp, you beat yourself up. You ever find yourself sitting there thinking, do I really know what I got? When you go against each other. I know for me, I'm like.
That's always the challenge. I think early on in our career here and tenure here, we maybe didn't know as well as we do now because we had not coached in the Sun Belt, with the transition to the Sun Belt. But I think going into year 4, we know, and then we've got so many known entities here. So, we know what Jalen Williams and Broderius Lewis and Armandus Cooley and Jaleel we know what they're going to do in the Sun Belt because we've got film upon film of that. We know what Des Baker and Jalen Sims, and we got so many guys that have played at a high level. So we know if they're a high-level player or not in this league. So then when you see people going against them, you're able to judge that so much better, Glenn, than maybe we were in the past. And, you know, there's a reason, you know, Georgia and Alabama are so good because practice is probably their hardest rep every day, you know, the guy they have to go against. And that's something I think we're working towards here because we've been able to out-recruit people for 3 straight years. So you'd like to think practice and the rep you get in practice is going to be, in a lot of times, a harder rep for you than what your game rep's going to be. Good. Appreciate